lot of medical professionals suggest that the core is our abdominal region. I would like to suggest maybe not. My reasons are that our centre of gravity goes through our pelvis. Two strongest muscles in the body cross over the pelvis. The pelvis, when you push on it, is a big, strong, thick bone. Or, well, there's actually three bones, two innominate structures in the sacrum. But the actual innominate structures are quite thick, the attachment points are really solid, and it's a nice big meaty bit to hang muscle off. The other thing that, say, a lot of the glutes hang on to is then the femur. The femur, again, is a nice big, thick, strong bone. When you push on it, again, the whole body moves. It's a strong, robust structure. The abdominals, some of them come off the lower part of the pelvis, which again is very strong. The other bits attach onto the ribs. You push the ribs, guess what happens? They bend. How strong is that? If they tighten up too much, we're going to collapse forward. Whereas if the ones, particularly to our outside of our pelvis, our gluteus medius and gluteus minimus, if they're both equally strong, because we have good posture, we would stand equally on both legs, then our glute maxes and also our, what's called our VMOs, or our inside knee muscles, will also be quite strong. So if you have lower back pain, if you have shooting pains down the leg, if you have knee pain, quite often, from my perspective, your core is out, your core being the medius minimus, because med, min, maximus and VMO all co-fire. When one's down, the other two aren't down, or the other three are down. That's it. That's just the way they work. So to get things right, we need to be aware of how to stand. When you're standing, if you're standing on both legs evenly, you want your feet vertical. You want something like two big pylons sinking down into the ground, locking us into the ground. Where they're vertical, all of the pressure, the body's self-supporting, the bones support the body. We don't need a lot of muscle contraction to try and stabilise, whereas if you lean over one way, you get muscles on one side tightening up, muscles on the other to stop us from literally falling over. If you have the legs spread too wide, then we've got the inside muscles start loading up a little bit. Too narrow, and again we start getting stabilising. Whereas if we're in a centered position where everything is vertical, the body is, as I said before, self-supporting. It works a lot easier. The other thing that we can do is the feet should face forward, and we want our knees slightly rotated to the outside. You just rotate the knees out slightly, you'll find that your glutes tighten and your arches lift up. Often when we've got problems with either our pelvis or our knees, we may also have like a fallen arch or something, and one side's normally sorer than the other. Shin pain, hey, shin splints, compartment syndrome, a lot of other things like that, which I'll talk about later, often is one-sided. Guess why? People stand on one leg. We're creatures of habit, and we don't have an understanding of the implications of what we're doing. That's why I'm here. I want to be able to show you or tell you my ideas on it, and you can go, hey, this guy's got something good to say, or, you know, I'm a loony, whatever. But if at least you give me a chance, and if you think about it and do what I'm asking you to do, feel the difference. It will feel more balanced, more centered, and it works.